Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Starlost Seas. I'm Cryolane. I'm your DM. This is my party. Look at them.
And I'm
Look
still
at them. They're
blue.
great. He's still blue.
I mean, keep saying that till I'm
Everybody's
not
here.
blue
Ian's
anymore.
back.
Ian's back. He came back from the war.
Ian's back. Now board up this window because Twink isn't back yet.
Get out of here.
Ian, you are just so good at like freezing. Like I literally thought your camera froze when you look at the camera.
It's true. There will be sometimes where we're in the middle of a session and people are RPing and Twink is not involved, and I just look at Ian's camera and he's just sitting dead still for like 5+ minutes. And I wonder if A, his camera frozen, or B, he's dead. Like, I don't know.
There's sometimes that he's RPing as Twink and somebody will say something stupid and he will come to that same freeze to where we're just like... No. Anyway.
There's never any way of knowing for sure. Regardless, welcome back to Starlost Seas. We're excited to have you all. It's gonna be a doozy. It's gonna be a doozy of an episode. And by doozy of an episode, I mean it's probably gonna be a short one. Last time on Starlost Seas, we went hunting. It was great. Everybody still hanging out at Lord Drenus's estate in Aphantire, prepared to go hunting. They were hunting something called parables, little small sort of subspecies of basilisk. While everybody was prepping, Twink slipped away, having received a message from Delilah. He went off to meet Matthias at a midway point and informed Lorelei that he would be in touch when he had more information. So the rest of you, trusting him, decided to just, relax, enjoy your time. You went on a hunt. The birds came back successful, 3 parables out of the 6 caught, compared to the boys, 2, Doc and Hush. And then you had a barbecue. You got them cooking. Hush summoned his slod friend, who is going to be a repetitive character at this point. I believe his name is Petrie. Hooray.
Petrie!
Petrie! We're... Everybody sat down, enjoyed the food, talked about barbecue sauce, talked about the Unreliables Law, which Hush hadn't really gotten a rundown on up until this point, so he had a bit of a drastic reaction to it. And everyone, after talking him down a bit, relaxed a little, talked a bit more about the whole Tiamat and Bahamut situation, especially now that the group has talked to the Bahamut, and there's some more confusion that has cropped up there. They also talked a bit more about the coronation, specifically Lord Drenus talking about the fact that, politically speaking, if somebody decided to stand up to Kordak that he thought stood a chance, he would vote for them immediately. Rose arrived, talked a little bit more about her time in captivity, including one specific half-elf who kept appearing that stood out to her in black armors and robes, olive skin. He was very twitchy, apparently. Was constantly speaking to somebody who wasn't there, so she assumed he was communicating via the message spell to somebody who was giving him some kind of orders. Or not message, sending. Message is much closer range, regardless. Dolus and Alina had some nice, little bit of chit-chat, and then Dolus gave Alina the ring, and Lotus and Dolus vanished inside of it. Hush played some catch with a number of individuals, including Petrie, before he vanished back into whatever horrific hell plane he belongs in. And Hush was reminded once again that everything that Agrahil taught him might not be exactly correct. And then everybody decided that they were going to stay on the estate for the next few days until Twink reached out to them, and it was time to head to Fort Dawn. Oh, and we capped off with just a wonderful sparring session between Dockery and Lord Drenus, where Doc proved yet again that he knows very much how to pick fights with people who will beat the crap out of him. I think we're 3 for 3 now.
But they're friendly fights.
But they are friendly fights, and they are all very fun to watch at the very least.
Yes.
There is that.
Doc has learned
So-
so much.
Doc has indeed learned. And so we are going to pick back up within the ring, the birds. You are both in the ring. I believe that there was more discussion you wanted to have before you popped out. We continued on with the day. I don't know why I put so much emphasis into pop there, but
at one point, like after the sparring match, and Dolus and Lotus are just chilling. Dolus Pavlov training Lotus to not use her higher pitched voice by flicking her in the forehead. Rather, Lotus. I wanted to ask you, have you put more thought into what it is we talked about in the Westwood? About, Mother.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, I have thought about it here and there.
Okay. I guess better question, have you come to any conclusions since you're deciding to be semantic now?
I don't know what that means, but I don't know, no matter how much I think about it, I just think about all the things she did and didn't do. And it's like, it would be easy to just, if she were to appear in front of me, for me to just stick Kyle into her and blow her up like I did the guard. But I don't know, I don't know. I don't know how I would react.
I mean, you... I've been putting more thought into it as well since our last conversation. There's a lot of things that have come to mind since then. And the biggest question that I don't understand is why. Like, why was she the way that she was? And I had a thought. Do you remember how I sort of didn't want to really be around you and was really upset a lot of the time when we were still in the elemental plane of air?
Mm-hmm. How you didn't like me very much?
Well, I wouldn't say that I didn't like you. Is that what you thought?
Well, I mean, it's kind of like, before you confessed your love to Alina, just anytime I was with you, you didn't seem to want to be anywhere near me. You always seemed like you wanted to be as far away from me as possible.
I I'm so sorry that I gave you that impression that I didn't like you. It's it was more complicated than that. I I was not upset with you or had any negative feelings to you. I was more upset at the fact that Nyx decided to have another child in the same way that she did. There were so many days that I would come home upset, crying. None of the children wanted to be around me. I was stoned in the streets on my way home. And whenever she was around, when I would try talking to her, she would ignore me and sort of just brush me off. And even after seeing all that I went through, after being there to witness it, she decided to bring another life into this world in the same manner. I was furious at her, but I felt so sorry for you. The sight of you, the reason I didn't want to be around you is because it just reminded me of how much hatred I had in my heart for her. But that's not fair to you. I decided to change my outlook a long time ago. Rather, now, I don't see it the same way. It's the sight of you reminds me that I'm never really alone in any sense.
Of course.
But in that same way that you, a perfect example, like you thought one thing was the case, but you didn't understand the greater picture. Maybe there's some greater picture we're not understanding when it comes to Nyx.
Yeah. I guess the only way we would learn is by asking her. I mean, I guess something that I thought about. I talked a little bit with Gillian before he killed me. He talked about how he looked up to Socks a lot and felt very betrayed by him. How he turned him into a werewolf. And I guess if I were to kill Mom, then I'd be no better than Gillian. Somebody just blinded by rage and anger. Never learning why.
Well, first off, you are much better than Gillian. Don't even, like, even in the metaphorical sense, like, that's not even a path you should go down mentally. But to your point, I mean, it does make sense. Blind rage never gets you anywhere good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's something that I have to learn to conquer myself. I mean, Look at me, every chance I get, it seems, I, in my anger, tend to threaten some higher force, some higher being. And I mean, looking even at the example of the other you, quote unquote, I was just so furious at the idea that there was something parading around like it was you that I wanted. The reason that I told it that, when I told it that I was the one who killed her brother, on one hand was for that reason of putting the target on my back, but also I was angry. I wanted it to feel pain, to feel upset, to bring back that heartbreak.
Mm-hmm. You know, Dallas, I've been thinking about something.
What is it?
What if they're not just people with our faces? What if there's the possibility that they are just clones of us? When we fought the other you, before the other you died, he touched my face very gently, and it reminded like how you would when you would pat my head. I know the things that they did are unforgivable, like how they killed Eggold, crippled Harmon, kidnapped Archibald, and are probably doing awful things to Archibald even as we speak, but I just... Sometimes when we talk about them, I think about that.
I came to my conclusion about them after our first encounter with Iliac. In that I came to the conclusion that no version of me would be able to attack you, any version of you, with the intent to kill. But since then, I've gone and convinced myself that that other version of you isn't really you, and so killing it would be fine. But then, what separates me from Iliac then?
Maybe during the month that we were gone, maybe something happened and I don't know.
Well, I just mean maybe he had the same thought process, that you were just something parading around with your own face.
I guess it's just another one of those things we'll never know until we talk to one of them.
But at the same time, from what we know, all of them are delusional, the Starloss. They're brainwashed. by Vecnost.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows if they would even be able to sit down and talk about, the logistics of what we are to them.
Definitely not the Kyrian one.
Oh, absolutely not.
Our Kyrian was like super nice, albeit a little bit weird, but like, that other Kyrian. No.
Yeah, no, I wish he had stayed dead.
Me too.
I just think a lot about them, and it just feels so much like we have to think about, or rather, the theme of thinking about both sides of the story keeps coming up in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess maybe our lives aren't too far from that fairy tale after all.
We should find the rest of those books.
We should. Real quick, as I'm just like thinking about all this, Cryo, if I try and like think back to that scene of where I first saw like Iliac there, and like we met face to face, we had masks on, like, what sort of expression did he have in his eyes? Considering they were also my eyes.
He had that very familiar, like, disgusted look you have when someone has offended you.
Okay.
Like you existing was an affront to him.
Right. I guess it just... I'm interested to see, or rather, possibly afraid to see, what, if we're so similar to this fairy tale, what the moral of our story will be.
I hope we get to see the end of it.
Of course we will. And then, eventually, after a bit more of just relaxing, I would come out of the ring. And we can continue with whatever other plans we had for this episode.
Okay. So you eventually you pop out of the ring. Alina's in the middle of like sipping some tea. Everybody's kind of like having a conversation. She's like, okay, the ring does like a little rumble. She kind of just like holds her hand out away from the table, and you just like into being, and it's you holding her hand, and then Lotus holding your hand outside the ring. Just daisy chained next to the table.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
They're also like engaged in their conversation with Lorelei. That Lordrina's just like, yes. Sorry, I didn't notice you got up.
It's okay.
Yeah, notice I got up. I got up and I went and said, I'll be right back.
He's having a good conversation. You never had a good conversation at a barbecue?
I guess not.
But yeah. Doc, your various wounds are bandaged up by attendants who also bandaged up Drenus, and then like you both just kind of ditched your armor and went back to eating and chatting.
Yeah, just right back to it. I mean, it's kind of like, the Southern family gathering where everybody gets in a little tussle and then,
I don't know about you, but I never got in tussles.
Yeah,
that's because you ain't Southern.
That's true, I'm
Southern.
not.
I
Yeah,
never
no, I've
fucking,
gotten
like,
in
a fight
fights
with my
to
dad.
death with my brother or with my
There it
sister.
is.
So
I
brotherly
was
and
about to say,
sisterly
we
fights.
get-
I've gotten in fights to the death. I'm missing
Oh my
skin from
God.
shooting each other with BB guns. So
Oh my gosh.
See,
Yeah.
Ian can attest.
I get it.
That's never been my life, but it's good to know this thing about you both now. I appreciate knowing that. I like that
Yeah, man.
I like that the kids are just going.
Family gatherings, you just get in a little wrestling match, and then I love how every time I say it, I do fall into the southern accent.
Almost like it's your natural accent. Moving
It's
on.
not my natural
Uh,
accent.
Crow, I thought Hush's mage hand was invisible.
He can make it uninvisible.
Oh, okay.
You can
I was
choose
like,
to make it invisible.
I was like, isn't it invisible? Even if you're waving at me, I couldn't be able to see it.
There's a mage hand, both hands and one mage
Three
hand above
hands
him.
waving. Lotus, you have been bested.
Yeah,
I
Doc
see
has just
them
been.
like going at it, and like in the middle of whatever conversation, I like take Lotus's wrists and put them down in her lap.
Doc has
Hush
mostly
is not
been
stopped.
tied in with the conversation with Aldrich, Drenus, Lorelei, I assume Rose and Arthur. Like,
Oh yeah, Rose and Arter are chipping in. Rose is a little quiet, her voice a little hoarse still, but she seems much peppier as the barbecue has gone on.
Lotus.
At one point, the baby kicked.
oh,
Twin spell, mage hand.
Oh my god.
Oh my fucking
Is that
god!
a spell that
I
affects
cannot
you like
do
can't
that.
do that on cantrips.
I'm like, you can't do that.
It's not a cantrip, it's just that it's not a spell that targets one thing.
It's true.
Yeah, it's just you guys just have a very nice evening. Lord Drenus had already extended to you, but he reiterates that if you want to stay on the estate for the next few days and gather your strength, that's fine. He and Lorelei have some negotiations about what supplies the ship might need, and he takes a little bit of money out of her rewards and sends the ship a big load of stuff that it could possibly do with.
Have we been
And
given
then,
our
unless you guys
reward?
want to have a specific conversation with don't worry about it. Unless you guys have a specific conversation with like Drenus or blah 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 blah. No, he pays Lorelei, so you'll have to talk to her.
Oh,
I I think we're gonna worry about it.
I was like, damn it, now I gotta negotiate with Lorelei to get my money.
Lorelei! Lorelei!
Yeah,
Do we get
I
our
was
money?
gonna say he pays Lorelei that night, so this will be that night that you're talking to her now. Yeah, as you're like sitting around the table.
Do we get our money?
That's a really good question.
What?
It's a good
How
question for Twink. He's like the one in charge of all of you, so he's the
How
one who
much-
has to, like divvy that up.
How much will we get? Do we get? Wait, I look through my bag.
Well, I mean,
She looks through her bag and pulls out a calculator.
Ah!
Didn't Twink already talk about how the money would be divided up to Lorelei?
Yeah, but y'all don't know
Lorelei,
that.
yeah.
Y'all don't know that.
All right, cool. I'm
Pirate
good.
shit. Pirate shit.
Lorelei knows you don't know that.
I am already very rich, but I would never say no to more money.
Atta
I
girl.
want my money.
I've just learned that
What did
money
you
is
ask
power,
me?
and therefore I need mine.
Money is power? How?
You can pay people to do things.
Doc just
Like,
kind of
no.
looks up at the big ass
Give me
house.
5 gold. Watch what I do to Eggle.
Some spells
It's
you
like,
need
wait,
money
what?
to cast.
Come on, give me 5 gold. Just watch what I do to Eggle.
What would you do if I gave you 1 gold?
Yeah, you can watch.
I'll give her
Doc
5 gold.
throws.
wait, no.
Oh wait, never
You
mind.
give her
Dole's
5
paying.
gold, and Doc throws. You give 5 gold, and Eggle's like, "Wait, no, wait." She just like immediately elbows him in the stern, and he's like, "Oh."
Money is power.
She's like, "See, you can pay a dragon to do stuff for you."
Wow!
Granted, I'm a cheap
Cheap what?
I'm
Cheap
a
what?
cheap lady. Lady. I'm a cheap lady.
Why didn't she stop?
Don't worry about it.
Isn't hoe the thing that you use to?
It's like the
Yeah,
No, you know
Lorelei
how,
used to be
like,
a
one
farmer.
word you taught on the tip of your tongue? I did not. Don't you put that fucking idea in their heads.
In all the years that you have been around, you've never farmed.
Yeah, I don't know how much you know about dragons, specifically
very much.
the colored ones. But red ones like me land around us over time if we're not moving around a lot. Just kind of lights on fire.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, we don't really
Is
get any
that why
control
you
or
would stay in
stay
the
over it
sea?
either. That's,
can you light the sea on
that's one
fire?
benefit. No, but I can make it really hot.
That's
Water
cool.
doesn't usually set on fire. Yeah.
It's okay, she's still learning.
That's why originally I was going to retire on a deserted island, but now I'll just have to, have 2 retirement homes. That way I can bounce back and forth between them when things start to smell like sulfur.
But there's a volcano in one of them, so that's like primo, right?
Yeah, no, it gives me a couple extra months. I can really only just I just need like a winter home to like pop
that
away
makes
to
sense.
for a little.
Yeah, I mean, hey.
Yeah. It's also why we need to probably make sure we got to make sure my sister's relegated to like one little corner of the island, or that she also goes on vacations. Otherwise, it'll get gross.
Mm.
Green dragons make swamps, poison swamps.
She kind of already did that.
Yeah, it'll get worse. It'll
Oh.
spread like a bad rash.
Mm.
Money.
Yeah. So the whole concept of collecting dragons to hang out on Twingtania, really nice until you think about the ecosystem. Not so
But-
nice then.
But like, if you're all there, is it like perfect equilibrium?
Oh no, it's just fucked up beyond belief.
We won't be
It's just
getting all of
pandemonium.
them because like at least the blue one won't be there.
Yeah.
What would the blue one
We're gonna
do?
actually have let's shoot for none of the rest of them. Actually.
Vala's the one you're cool with?
Oh no, I'm not. I'm not cool with any of them, and
Oh.
that was traumatic enough. So let's not repeat it 3 separate times.
That's understandable.
2 separate times. Blue one's not coming up.
Wait, what is this about the blue one?
Lorelai gave me permission to kill one of her brothers
Oh.
It's a big
and
problem.
then spit on him.
Yeah.
But
Moving on, let's stop talking about my family. Money! I talked to Twink when we meet up with Twink. He'll make sure you get paid.
okay.
Okay.
And she just kind of goes back to sipping her alcohol.
She's been on it today.
Is Drina still in the room?
You guys are definitely in the guest house now, because this was supposed to be, like, Lorelai got paid in the evening, so the conversation happened later in the day.
Oh, okay. Okay, never mind then.
Okay. I mean, you have several days, so if you want to talk to him tomorrow, that's totally feasible.
Cool.
Cool. So you guys get one more long rest. I'm gonna just say this now, straight up. Noah, I rolled for several days in a row for you, just to find out. And I want you to know, his streak is going so strong. You are going to be Doc literally for the next 4 days.
So I get to coronation with Doc?
Yeah.
Damn,
You are
bro!
Doc.
Damn,
You are
Doc,
Doc
he's really
Brown.
recalculating this. Like he's had a bad streak and now he's like he's playing hot.
So everybody got their long rests.
Okay.
Everybody is all set. Hush, you have ample opportunity to talk to Drenus. You're gonna be at his house for 2 days. What's the conversation you want to have?
Cool. He goes up and just like tugs on his pant leg.
He's like out working in the outside of his home. At one point, you tag on his pant leg. And he just turns down. Well, hello there. Shush.
Close enough.
No. You can correct me if I'm wrong.
It's hush.
Hush. All right. There you go. Don't ever let anybody call you by the wrong name. You don't want to be called that.
I had a question.
Yeah. What can I do for you?
You have a very magic place here. You have like the enchantments you set around the hunting ground and everything.
Mhm.
Do you know how to get material components?
I get mine shipped up from Fort Dawn. I got a bit of a repository of some. I don't
How
do
fast-
quite a lot of magic myself, so I don't have a lot, but
How fast does that get here?
about a week. You'll probably get it faster yourself when you go down there.
Do you have a person that you can talk to, like that you recommend to go get it from?
A couple magic shops in the city. I get mine special because I'm a lord, so I'm able to make direct requisitions with your boss.
I talked to Petrie, and summoning him takes a lot out of me. It's a lot. I don't use spells to bring him around. I kind of use what's inside of me. And I asked him if there was an easier way to summon him. And he said that I need a pickled tentacle and an eyeball and a platinum inlaid vial. Worth about 400 gold pieces.
Which is
I
not
probably got
consumed
a few
upon casting the spell.
Which is not a consumed upon casting the spell, along with
Yeah, I
verbal
probably got
and
a
somatic.
couple of eyeballs lying around in a jar down in my cellar. No tentacles, unless you count. Actually, no tentacles.
Yeah.
I definitely don't have a platinum inlaid vial.
Do you make special orders to the shops down where we're
Well,
going, right?
I requisition from the Royal Magic Repository, which is stocked exclusively by one Delilah Palm.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't do any work with the shops down there directly, typically, no.
Is there like a call you could make to see if they'll have that possibly there?
I could send a letter, but it'll probably get there about the same time I get there for the coronation, and you get there for the coronation.
Do you have anybody that can? I don't know the people down there, so. Well,
Above the table. He's basically going to keep reiterating to you your best opportunities to talk to Delilah. He doesn't talk to shops down there. Like, he doesn't shop down there himself.
mm-hmm. Okay.
He gets a bunch of his stuff for cheap because he gets it from Delilah. So
Okay.
most of the other lords do also, unless they're doing, like, shady shit, in which case they deal with the shops.
Okay. I'll try to send a message to Delilah and see what she can do.
All right. I mean, assuming everything goes according to the plan you all may or may not have, you might just be able to ask her yourself.
I just wanted to make sure that it's ready when we get there, so it's not like because like you have to pickle the tentacle.
So yeah, it's very specific. Just want you're somewhat familiar with Delilah, right? Sort of on somewhat friendly terms.
More than I think some of the party.
Does she actually eat glass? Because there are like rumors that she like eats glass or like does dark rituals and stuff, and that's why she's scary and dangerous. Did she do that?
I don't think I ever saw her eat glass.
Okay, because I always told people that sounded like a bunch of bullshit, but
I don't think
I
I
never
ever saw her
knew
eat
for
glass.
sure.
But she is scary, and I would believe she's done dark rituals. Eating glass, I don't know.
They say
I'll ask her when
people say they see her lingering at night around the orphanage, and then sometimes kids just aren't there the next day.
Well, she's kind of everywhere at once, and
That's why you can never know.
and when I met her, I ran away. So maybe they just see her and then run away.
All right, you watch yourself, because I think that bitch is scary. Don't tell her I called her. Don't tell her I called her that. Please don't.
Oh, I would never. I like keeping my brain.
All right.
Walks off. I'm gonna send a message to Delilah.
Okay.
Is my mic still being sensitive? I moved it back.
Sound fine to me.
Yeah, I didn't change anything. All right. I'm gonna send a message to Delilah. Okay, I gotta really think about this one because I have to fit a pickled tentacle and an eyeball in a platinum inlaid vial worth 400. I'm just gonna say that.
I don't think you need to mention how much it's worth. Like, I feel like if you can get the item, there's probably a little bit of leeway. This is
That's only
worth
12
three-
words. That leaves you 13 words.
That's half of my words.
Yeah, come on, you got this.
I have to use half of my words.
Well, yeah, I
can't
think
wait
you
for you
can
to
hit,
get
"Hey,
this.
Delilah, it's Hush.
What's it like in New York City?
I was to say.
Hey there,
Alright.
Delilah. Sorry, one extra word.
The fact that that's the first time we've cracked that joke, I think,
Is it?
during
It is
like,
not.
since
not.
is it the second? My God, we've
Anytime
gone a long
Delilah's
time.
brought
Though,
up, I
really,
just-
I think it's the first time on camera we did it.
No, I think you did it. Like when, or either you or I did it when we met her on Twigtania.
it's been a long time though. Anyways, moving on. Jokes aside.
I'm gonna send it to Delilah. That's how this works. Okay, sending. Hi, Delilah. I need a pickled tentacle and an eyeball in a platinum inlaid vial. How many am I at? I was
How
counting.
many are you at?
Yeah, I was counting. I was doing the fingers, but I wasn't actually counting.
15.
I was doing the fingers, but I wasn't actually counting.
You're 15. Got 10 to go.
Is that all right? Can you order it for me? What's the place we're going again?
Fort Dawn.
In Fort Dawn. Hush.
Good job. Perfect.
I love
I was
that
like,
we're
you
all
got to
forgetting
in
the
Fort Dawn, and I
easiest
was
name
like,
in this country.
I just couldn't remember the name of where we're going.
I think Valor Fall's pretty easy.
Fort Dawn's pretty easy.
I just forgot.
It's
Look, man, just because you've been to like
two.
2 cities recently that have fucky names, let me know.
It's
Sazvengar.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's just as
Is
There's
a
nothing wrong
There's
nothing wrong with it. It just canonically takes people decades to pronounce it.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing wrong with it. It just has 2 vowels and 16 consonants.
Actually, no, there's way more vowels than consonants. Moving on.
There are numbers in it. It's
Hush.
weird.
At one point the next day, you are pulled aside by Lotus.
By
I don't
Delilah.
get a response.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, no, you do not get a response back.
Dang it!
Hi. Hey.
Ah.
You wanted to learn how to use Kyle?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
I'm going to teach you how to use Kyle.
Okay. Okay.
All right. And Lotus just rushes you off to like the shooting range where there's like an attendant who asks if you guys need anything. You tell him you need targets, so he gets them all set up at the other end. Asks if you want muskets, and then Lotus pulls out this fucking thing.
This is Kyle. Say hi to Kyle.
Hi, Kyle.
Hello.
Ah! Hi,
Yeah.
Kyle.
Okay.
What do I do with it?
You hold it like this, and then you stab with the pointy end, and you press this trigger, and it goes kaboom.
Is
Yeah,
Lotus doing a deeper voice now? Okay, cool. I was just making sure that I was. He like goes just. Lotus?
Mhm.
Your voice sounds different.
Yeah.
Are you sick?
No. Dolas called it puberty.
You just hit puberty in the last night?
Well, I think I've been going through puberty, but then it's like I don't know uh I don't know the stuffs about it, but yeah, you can ask Dolus too. Uh, uh, uh,
Bird,
puberty.
bird puberty.
hmm We also have shorter lifespans, and so I guess things happen really quickly.
Oh, that makes sense.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that makes sense. I guess it means why that happens so quick. Oh, okay. Does it hurt?
Well, not my voice, but sometimes my back really hurts.
My back also hurts sometimes. My
Puberty.
puberty. More like puberty. Pew. That sucks. I'm not saying that. I got you in the laugh.
DM, you should rule that as too late. You already said it.
Puberty, pew.
Pew. He goes, he takes it. He goes, okay. Is this just like the musket?
Kind of, but you have to a stab with the pointy end first. Here, let me show you.
Wait, what am I stabbing?
The target thingies over there. Alright, let's go.
I have to stab them and then shoot?
This isn't like the muskets where you shoot from far away. You have to pew pew and like really close.
Oh, I have to get close to people?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Goes hands off the thing to Kyle. Or hands
Okay.
off Kyle to Lotus. For her to
to my
show.
boy Kyle here.
Hand off
I
Lotus
give
to
Kyle
Kyle.
to Kyle. Hello.
Hello, I'm Kyle.
I've been following
yeah.
you this entire time.
I'll show Hush what it's like to use Kyle. And
All right.
yeah,
I
and stuff.
just roll a 20 for me.
Me or
Just a flat 20, Lotus. Yeah.
Okay.
17.
Nice.
This is a non-moving target, and you have now used this thing to cut people in half when you're going at like Mach 2. So it's super easy for you to stab this thing, and then I just rolled for how much. Like that roll was just for how much you're gonna fuck it up. So yeah, you managed to like stab, and with perfect timing as you pull the trigger. Hush, you watch. Obviously, you've seen several muskets now, and you've seen Fairmont's shotgun, which is unlike pretty much any gun you've seen until now with Kyle. The moment it fires out almost like Fairmont's shotgun, but somehow even more violent and way less accurate, which is saying something. And it literally just blows this target into bits. It's like you lit a stick of TNT and taped it to the target.
I want to try.
Wait. We have to reload it, so I'm gonna teach you how to reload it. I don't know, I just know like the hand motions, so I'm just gonna show you how to do it. And I reload Kyle.
Hush, make an investigation check to track all of the movements. Pay attention to everything.
That is 13.
13? Okay. You watch as Lotus, like, pulls one little lever, twists a thing, pulls it, a thing pops out of the side, and you see, like, a little cartridge go flying off. She pulls another one out, loads it in, puts it in, clacks another lever forward, cranks it one time, and it sticks. She pulls back, and she does it again. And you're like, and then she's just like, ta-da! It's like,
Okay,
like 15 whole seconds pass, and you're just like,
You're not gonna
Really?
make me reload it, are you?
it's way longer than that in game balance. No,
No, it's okay. I won't get you to reload it. It took a little bit for me to learn.
Okay, because I did not follow any of that.
Yeah. It's okay. Tonketsu explained it to me a few times.
He goes, he just walks forward and stabs it into the target.
And then you
Ve-
press the thing.
This thing is pretty, like, decently heavy. You're not, like, super wimpy, but you're not strong. You are definitely below
I'm-
average.
He's
So you're
very wimpy.
you're tilting a little with the head of this thing, like it's like the weight is weird for you. Do you pull the trigger?
He like looks back to Lotus for like encouragement.
Yeah.
Pew. I pull it.
You pull the trigger.
Yeah.
You pull the trigger, and Hush,
Do I need to
make a dex save, please.
a deck save? Cool. I have a +8 to these. Nine.
There it is.
So that's a
Remember all
9.
those 20s you rolled last session?
You made that face, and I immediately was like, "What's 8 plus 1, bro? What's 8 plus 1?"
That's a 9.
Yeah. So you pull the trigger, and as you pull the trigger, like it's not a hair trigger. It is not like you like feather the trigger and it fires. You have to like pull. So as you like give it a oomph, the angle of the thing in the target changes, and as you fire, instead of firing into the target and like blowing it up in sort of an outward trajectory, you just get blasted backwards like 10 feet onto the ground. The target gets knocked over and like scathed, but you just get like flung. It's like Men in Black where you fire the noisy cricket. You just go like flying backwards.
His whistle
You're just
goes-
laid out on the ground. Kyle goes careening out of your hands and just stabs itself into the ground like 5 more feet behind you.
I feel it is a very often occurrence where he gets blown back onto his back and he just sits
He
there.
is a small creature firing big guns.
He just sits
I don't know
there on his
about
back.
you, but I'm a grown man, and if I fire an 8-gauge shotgun, I'm probably falling
Oh, yeah.
over.
He's going with it. He sits there on the back, on his back, on the ground. He just
Are
stares
you
up.
okay? Are you okay, Hush? We'll trot over.
That was so cool.
Isn't Kyle the coolest?
I want to do it again. Reload it. I don't remember how you reload it.
Okay, I'll reload it.
All right, this continues for several hours. A cycle of Lotus reloading Kyle and Hush, slowly getting better at not getting blasted backwards by Kyle, till the point that eventually he manages to fire a shot off and only stumble backwards, and it is the greatest achievement of the day.
I rolled just in case you wanted me to. I rolled a natural 20
Nice.
for just
Nice.
a bare stumble. Just a bare stumble. I'm still tiny.
You feel achieved. Doc, you spend the next couple of days mostly engrossed in those books you purchased about dreaming. I have DM'd you about the contents already. At some point, Alina meets up with you and you confer notes back and forth. She gives you a couple of little insights into things here and there and tries to explain some of the magical concepts to you, sure to see how they track. Dolus, how are you vibing for the next couple days?
I mean, I'm just vibing. I probably have some more small chit chats with Alina, but then otherwise, still he still feels a little not weird about it, but just awkward a bit. He's a little shaky, but eventually he's still
Make an insight check.
okay. Was not expecting to do a roll for that. But roll for awkwardness.
Hey man, it's an insight check. It's not about you.
No, for insight, 14 plus 3, 17.
17?
Yeah.
Okay. You get the idea that while Alina's not outright avoiding you, Alina is definitely spending lots of time doing things that would place her not in your path.
Okay.
So when you seek her out or when you two just happen at the same place, it's not like she gets up and and outright is just like, nope, not talking to Dolus. But like in the morning, she's not like, hey, what's everybody doing or anything. She's like, all right, I'm gonna go do X thing, and then she just like goes and is off on her own.
Okay. For now, I won't make any sort of like I won't like question her on it or anything. I'll just take note and then be like, we're just relaxing. Now there's a lot about to happen. Let's just just chill. I won't push on anything. And then I will at one point, one of the days, was I don't know, the first, second day, find Hush, and I want to ask him. I make a request to him. I'll ask him like, Hush, do you think you could send a message to Twink and see how he is, if he's still safe and all right?
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Go. I'm gonna send off the Twink. Twink. Oh, thanks, you, Mom. Twink, just checking in. Are you all right? Dolus wanted me to check. Hush.
Half the letters, my guy.
I don't know what else. You just asked me what. You just want me to check up
Letters,
on him.
words. Yep. Twink, you are at around this time, if it's the second day and blah, blah, blah. You're probably sitting around like a tent, actively speaking to a bunch of soldiers. There's like growling off outside the tent. There are people prepping and everything around you. And you just suddenly get this message as you're like looking over a map of the city of Fort Dawn.
I'm fine, thanks.
Nice.
Efficiency.
He didn't even sign it.
He signed it. Thanks. That's his real name. Thanks, Tinseeker.
Thanks, Tinseeker.
He said that he's fine, thanks.
Oh. Okay.
Did you
I
want me to
don't know what I
ask?
expected.
Do you want me to ask like when he's coming back, or
Well, we're meeting up with him at Fort Dawn, right?
or what we need to know, or? I just
Oh,
missed Twink.
probably save that for the day before we go. I assume if he had information to give us, he would have given it then.
Okay.
Like that he wanted to give us.
I like how the moment you're like, I assume if Twink had information we could use, he would tell us, and immediately everyone looks at the camera and is like, just, no.
Correction. The information he wanted to give us. He would have told us then and there.
All right.
Okay.
Well, unless there's
At least one.
unless
do
there's
think we'll
anything else y'all want to do.
I don't want to do. Actually, never mind. I'll hold off.
Can I prank Doc
Okay.
again?
Can you what?
Can I prank Doc again? Doc, catch a fireball.
Ah!
Funny prank.
Funny.
Yeah,
Go,
I'll do it. Yeah. One of the nights, Lotus will approach Hush, maybe like as they're getting ready for bed and whatever, and it's like, Hush, Hush, Hush. Can you, tell me more about your mama?
My mom?
Mm-hmm.
She was really pretty, but really cautious. She wouldn't let me talk to people because it would scare them.
Oh,
She was really strong.
like
If-
like Doc strong, or like, oh,
Like Doc strong. Like she, if anybody would pick on me, she would immediately bonk him on the head. And she bonked a lot of people on the head. She was cautious. She was nice. She had something called a quarry.
What is that?
It's something Kalistars have. I didn't learn too much about them,
Oh.
but it's something that they have. I didn't really meet any of my other family either. She didn't really like to talk about them. And she didn't like to talk about my dad.
Oh.
She was cautious with her words. As if there's some things she just didn't want me to know. But she always took time to make sure that I had a good day at the end of the day. If the day wasn't okay, she made sure that end was. And she would go down to this one place whenever, because she had to go and do her prayers. But on the way back, she would get me butterscotch.
Oh. She sounds like such a nice mama.
She was a really nice mama.
Hmm. Thank you for telling me. I always like hearing about your mama. All the stories that you tell me about her.
She would like you a lot.
Really?
She said to me that she would have loved to give me a sister as well.
Oh.
But my dad wasn't there anymore. He wasn't around, and she didn't like talking about him. And my dad's not there. She can't really have a sister.
Well, even though we are, I'm a bird and you're not a bird, and we come from different mamas and papas, I mean, we can still be. What's the word?
Friends?
Yeah,
I thought we were
like
already friends.
super duper close friends, though. Like best friends.
Like best friends.
Best friends.
Best friends.
Hmm. I've never had a best friend before, so I don't know what it's like and how much more different it is to having just a friend, but...
My mom tried to give me a friend once.
Oh?
She was really cautious about who I talked to. Everybody that I talked to really was not keen on talking in the head. It was not looked well upon where I'm from to have a voice in your head. Most of the time when you did, it meant something was really bad.
Oh.
But she brought home a friend for me. It was one of her friend's sons.
Oh.
And she said that he was a very open person and was very brave and wanted to meet me. He ran out the door.
Oh.
He wasn't as fearless as everyone said he was. But she tried, and it was nice. And it was nice to think that she wanted me to have friends, and I bet she'd be very proud of me that I have them now.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Sounds
okay.
very not nice of that person to have just ran out.
I didn't say it was bad. I just said it happened.
Mm-hmm.
Where I'm from, I understood why people were afraid. I never blamed them or acted like they were in the wrong. They didn't do anything. Most of the time, they didn't do anything horrible. It's just that the circumstances were not aligned for me to be able to talk to people that much. That's why she taught me how to speak with whistles.
Hmm.
We made a language.
Wait, so your whistles, like...
They mean something.
Oh! Can you teach me?
Can you whistle?
No. Oh, well, see, Ray can't whistle, so Lotus can't whistle.
Don't forget your leaf whistle flute things.
Oh yeah. But I can do a different kind of whistling with Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm gonna run out.
Okay.
I'm gonna go outside. I'm literally like go open the door, look around, look for a blade of grass.
You're having this whole conversation. You slam the door open. There are like 2 guards on either side who just can maintain like straight facing, but both of them kind of just like. And then you dart out, grab grass, then run back in and slam the door, and they both just still there and just.
I come back real quick and hand them both a piece of candy before running away again.
You just put candy on like their hands that are holding the swords and shields, and they're just like. The other one's just like.
Okay.
Yeah, you run back in with a blade of grass.
So, I technically know how to speak Aircocker and Orin, but then sometimes they have a little bit of whistling, so I can't really say those parts, which is really hard. But Raiden taught Dolus and I how to whistle with grass.
Oh, like you make the noise?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that works. That works. My mom uses a pan flute sometimes.
Okay.
And he sits there and goes, you know, whenever I'm whistling, most of the time I'm saying something. But I just got used to it. So no, they mean something. That's how I cast some of my spells. Is I'm actually saying that I'm just saying it in. We called it whistle tongue.
Oh, I want to learn.
Oh, okay. And then he sits down and starts teaching her how to say some things on whistle tongue.
Yay! I can't do that. Alright, flex on me harder, why don't you?
You got this, Ray. Let's go.
No!
And the word for sexy is.
Nice. Fucking nice. That was
Time skip.
amazing.
Just time skip it. Just get us out of here. Get us out of
When
here.
something's really bad,
I've been in the
you go.
desert too long. My whistles are dry. There we go. Moving on. Anyways, yes, you proceed to teach several little whistle words to Lotus. So she catches on to a couple of the basic ones, like a greeting, and your name. I imagine you teach her.
Mhm.
Your name is actually very loud and long whistling because you were taught how to whistle your like full name, not the word hush. So Lotus, he's like, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna whistle my name now, okay? And it's like,
Or
I think one is much easier than the other.
the other one's hush.
My friends call me.
You can weave
thought of just my
magic
friend
into
called
your
me.
words.
Moving on.
If you do it really well, you can weave magic into your words because they become more vibrated. So when I cast, sometimes I'll speak out things in incantations, and they'll sometimes sound like.
That's so cool.
I learned
That's
how
so
to
cool. I
learned
want
how
to
to
learn.
whistle and hum at the same time. It hurts.
apparently I can't even whistle right now. So.
I just teach her a little bit of whistle tongue.
She does her best to mimic it on her grass whistle to varying levels of success. Lotus, do you want to make a performance check?
Sure.
Does she add her proficiency bonus because she's proficient with that flute? The grass whistle.
It's like Pete blade of grass.
Hey, she's proficient with it.
Oh,
Are
really?
you proficient in the grass?
Yeah.
Yeah, add your proficiency bonus.
What are you?
Where are you going?
A
How
die.
far away is your dice rolling tray? Like throwing
I
it across
couldn't
the
see
room.
what it was. Plus my proficiency bonus, so it's a 15.
Yeah. So it's the ones she does pick up on. She picks up on pretty quickly and doesn't make many errors on. But some of the ones that are a bit more difficult to make, especially with just a grass whistle, are a little outside of the realm of her.
Some of the more like
ability.
specific words. To be.
Yeah.
He'd just be like. He'd test her and go. As in, you did very good.
Lotus, you do not understand what that means.
Just excited.
You did really good. You did really good.
Oh, okay. Nice.
If you teach me how to use Calamore, I'll teach you more whistle song. Whistle song. Whistle tongue. Not whistle song.
Oh god. So and then that's it. The days go by. The beginning of your 4th day at the estate. The day that you all knew you would probably have to be leaving. Ow. Alina receives a message. You know this because she comes rushing out during breakfast and she's just like, Delilah called, Delilah talk to me, Delilah talk to me.
That's bullshit.
Going down the
I'm
stairs all excited. Hush,
Doc's
like...
got Doc's got like half his breakfast in his mouth at once.
And she like comes around the banister and she's like, it's on. It's time. The gears are turning. The plan is in fruition. That we should go to Forton. That's what she said.
Yep,
She
yep.
said we should. Yeah, we should go there and we'll meet up. Twink is with them. They're gonna go there. She was very business and quick and efficient. She barely even said hi. I mean, I guess there's a word limit, so that makes sense. Yes, Hush.
Alina,
Oh, Lena's like, yes, Hush.
can you do me a favor?
Yeah,
Can you send a message to Delilah?
yeah.
It's weird asking somebody else to send a message. I don't know if mine went through. Can you ask her if she got my message?
Okay.
I used the spell this time.
Okay. And she sits there and she just said no.
You do not know that word. That's a swear word.
I love that Crow says that's bullshit when he has been explicitly told that he has been cut off from communication with Delilah specifically.
Okay, but I used sending this time. All the time it was just my telepathic link.
Brain.
So I
Yeah,
guess
no.
use a spell slot.
She received no message from you.
It's so weird that it doesn't work.
I don't know what's happening.
Hmm.
Even when I use the spell, it doesn't work. Annoying.
But anyway, Doc kind of like pats Aldrich on the head and lets him finish whatever he's eating from breakfast, and he's like,
My
Alright,
guy is just buried in honey.
again? Well, I guess it's honey
Bro,
this
it's
time.
an option. He's taking
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. He just kind of pats Aldrich and he's like, all right, buddy, we gotta get going.
Like pat him, and he comes up with like the glass thing stuck in it. Like he's just like, he's like got honey like caked all over his feathers. And he's just like, do I look alright?
And Doc kind of just snaps his fingers and basically just like blink summons Aldrich.
Thank you.
Yep. And Doc runs upstairs to go put on his armor and grab his bag.
Aldrich just follows you up there. You guys get your gear together. You take one last long look at that portrait of Iceholm. Sort of reach out and run a finger along the frame, as it's the closest you've been to home in quite a while.
We'll go back one day, bud. I don't know why or when, but we will.
I believe in you. If your father managed to make it down there when he didn't even know if it was really a place, then sure you can get down there when it's where you're from. Whether or not the Lord Commander will have you executed upon your arrival is entirely a different concern.
Yeah.
That's all right, though. Katerina was always an affable woman.
She liked us, it was just the rules, and we're probably about to go and almost die anyway. I don't want to think about the fact that I might almost die if I go home.
Well, think about if you might almost die in the future, and maybe you'll have something to work forward to not almost die tomorrow.
Fair point. And Doc
Always
kind of
plan ahead, Dockery.
Doc kind of yanks the last strap on his armor and heads back downstairs.
All right. Everybody gets all kitted up. Heads out as Lorelei's finally out there, and she's just like, "Oh, I'm gonna miss it. The bathtubs. They're so good."
Do you think you can install something like that onto your
Just
boat?
pulls Lotus into a little sad hug as she's like, "I don't know.
Oh, this is nice.
I don't know." She squeezes a little tighter, and you're like,
Well,
And she just lets you go. "All right." And she turns, Lord Drenus and his family are there, and some guards and everything. And he's like, "Right." And he's in his own gear, and there's a carriage and everything set up. And he's like, "Sure, you folks don't want to ride along?" Granted, I think it might be a little awkward if I arrived at the same time as you.
We've got our own agenda to answer to.
Fair enough. I reckon I'll see you sometime in the morning. Considering we might end up in the same place.
About right.
If it gets bad, try my best to help. No guarantees, of course.
Thank you, Lord Dradus.
Travel safely. I've arranged with everyone for your provisions and catering, and for all of you, after what you did for my family, feel free to come back round. Guest house will always have a room. Unless it doesn't have a room, in which case, we'll figure something out.
Thank you, Lord
Much
Drenus.
appreciated.
Bye bye.
Arter, steps up and he's like, "It was fun. I would do it again, except for my wife getting kidnapped part." Rose kind of looks at him. He's like, "I wouldn't do that. Let's not do. Let's do the fighting part. That was pretty. Let's do that again sometime.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Really are the finest." And he holds a fist out to who's the nearest one? Let's see.
I was gonna say who?
To Dolus.
He holds a fist out.
You do this. You do this. Boo.
Lotus comes in and punches it. Fucking full punch.
I'll reach out and
You
I'll
do this.
do the.
Boom!
I'll give him a hesitant
Give him
fist
a
bump
really
and a nod,
slow, awkward fist bump.
and just nod.
I want one.
All right, he just fist bumps everybody. Gets to Eggle.
Archer just goes around punching everyone.
Yeah.
As
Gets
Doc
to Eggle.
saying, as Doc's saying goodbye to Arter, he's just like, "I got damn close on the last one. I swear, you Drenuses, I will win one day."
I mean, you sparred with Poppin a couple of times these last few days. I don't think you won once.
I said one day.
Oh, you'll have to live long enough to come back around here.
Yeah.
I won't be seeing y'all tomorrow. I'm staying home. He turns back to Rose and like pulls her in. She's like, goodbye, everybody.
Bye
Rose.
bye.
Think fondly of you. Come by when the babe's around.
Make sure baby arrives safely.
I'll have to tell you her name and everything. It can be a whole good greeting. You can meet her. It'll be great. My beautiful little babe.
Did she tell us before how long until
A couple months.
a couple months?
My wrist just cracked.
Stop waving.
Stop.
Yeah, maybe stop doing that.
Several NPCs already waved back. I did it. I did the thing.
Literally, Ray's wrists are degrading over the amount of waving she's
So
doing. That's a
arthritis.
sign.
Starloss
Yeah.
is gonna get Ray carpal tunnel.
Yeah, roll for carpal tunnel.
You need these for your job.
Right,
Hey,
Make a
right.
dexterity
Starlost.
save, Ray.
Starloss, sponsored by Ben Gay.
Her wrists are degraded.
You now have carpal tunnel, Ray.
Oh, no.
Can we leave? Can we leave before these jokes get worse?
Yeah, no, so Rose has her whole like my beautiful baby thing and sets you all off. You begin to walk back through Afintir to the ship. Yes, hush.
I have a fortune for our journey ahead.
Oh, joy. Tell everybody what's that.
Cool fortune cookie.
Yep.
You're all
roll fortune
fucked.
cookie.
LOL.
Take a go, bite. Lucky you. Get out your party clothes.
I mean, it's a coronation. So.
Yeah. Lucky us. Lucky us.
That fortune fucking sucks.
You want a fortune?
Yeah, give me my money. I want to get paid.
Yeah, give us
Caution, danger ahead.
some- Oh,
So-
shit, cool.
You guys
Oh yay!
continue through the city. Get back to your ship. Eggold is almost just like, oh my gosh. I missed it. He just goes like right back to the helm and just kind of like grabs it. He's like, ah. Morlai's like, all right, fair enough. She like leans into Doles and he's like, I like this with the Bordelaise.
Yes.
I know, I miss my baby so much. She just goes up the stairs. And then she starts shouting at everybody to get prepped, and everyone starts throwing things across the deck, pulling ropes in, pulling the plank up. The ship starts to pull out of the harbor. You all see Afintir inch away from you. Until you're eventually, maybe like 45 minutes later, back out on the open ocean and getting far enough away that they can risk hitting the buttons. And then you take off. And you guys will be traveling for the next... Well, the rest of the day. You'll get there in the evening. Lorelai's not gunning it past several layers of the sound barrier. But you are going very fast. So...
And here I thought she was a brave captain.
Yeah, but you're on a stealth mission.
I said mage.
You guys are also flying pretty close to the water, maybe only like 12 or 15 feet above. I imagine at some point the kids go down to see if they can look at fish, and you just see the ocean like rushing underneath you. The ship is low enough that it almost is still making a wake as it goes by. And as you guys look out to your left, since you're going south, you see the coast of Yuboa on the horizon. And you see little cities here and there every now and then. Walk. As soon as Dolus comes by, Walk pulls him in and is just like, I figured we'd have a conversation about your relationship ills.
Oh, did you?
I thought maybe there's something we could do. Maybe we could surprise her with like a dinner. I could make you guys something nice down here, set you up a table just for yourselves away. Then you could tell her how you feel once she comes in. have some wine. I have some wine. It's not really great wine. You might want to get better wine. Maybe you can make it.
Walk. I handled it.
Did you?
Yes.
How'd it go?
It went pretty all right. It went good.
He like sits there and looks at you for a second, then he's like, "It's all right, buddy. Doesn't always work out the first time."
No, it worked out. It worked out.
It worked out.
Yes.
I mean, I could still do the dinner thing if you want to have
No,
like
I
a
mean-
whole thing down here.
It's okay. We're kind of in the middle of.
Well, I know tomorrow is one of those
Yeah.
days where we might all die, which unfortunately there are a lot of around here. So I thought you might want to like do something now. I mean, you're all way more at risk than me because I'm going to stay in my galley. Granted, the last time you all went in for a major gathering of world leaders and I stayed in my galley, the boat blew up. Well, but I didn't stay in my galley. I got off when I left to TS. Yeah, no. As long as I stay on the ship's fine. I hope.
Okay. Well, you'll be fine, and we'll all be fine as well. It's a dangerous mission tomorrow, but I'm sure everything will be okay.
All right.
I appreciate your concern for my relationship. And the offer. I will take you up on it.
Tonight? Because I got to start like getting ready.
No, eventually.
Oh, okay.
Like afterwards.
You stuck with me and some friends through some rough stuff. And I mean, we stuck with you too, but I guess that's what being a crew is about. So, as long as you like to stick around, I'll make sure you're well fed and plenty happy.
Of course. And I mean, never feel like you need to owe me anything, Walk. I mean, your two.
Oh, I don't. No, I just want you to
Good.
be.
Your 2 meals a night are payment enough for everything. Thank you.
Good to have regulars around here who got their heads on right.
I try my best.
You do a lot better than most. Now go on, talk to your lady love. He like turns and like basically tosses you out of the galley.
But okay.
And then
I proceed to not do that.
nice. The rest of the ship goes by pretty unimpeded. Doc, at one point. Oh, what?
Oh, I was actually gonna say, like, if it does get dark enough to see the stars, Doc is gonna pull out the astrolabe and kind of dial it in. Because I remember it said that it showed me. Is it just location, or did it also show the date?
You have to put in the date.
Okay. So Doc is sitting there for a second, and he's punched in like most of the stars, and then he's just kind of sitting there. And who's nearby me right now? Because I'm up on top deck.
Oh my gosh. For the first time in forever. Hang on. It is not Eggold at the helm.
It's Lorelei.
No.
Oh,
It's one of the new
Your
ones.
my mom.
It's your mom. No.
Mom, what are you doing on the ship?
Driving.
Oh, I thought I'd come up from ice home.
Oh, thanks, Mom.
Just driving. It's like standing at the helm.
What are you doing on the ship? What does it look like? Driving. No, you don't see anyone immediately.
Okay.
And you're like, what? And you like move around, and then like standing up and stretching out. They must have been like bending down to grab something. It's Girder.
Girder, the mute, the mute.
Oh. I was about to be like, Girder. Who's Girder?
Did you say it so sad like?
Because I'm about to ask them a question. Doc takes a second and he goes, Do you know what the date is?
Starts signing to you.
Sign like
You do not know sign.
Doc just kind of like does what he thinks would be the best way to represent Mind Link.
You're like, and you're like,
Doc just pulls out his notebook and writes,
just nod.
Can I talk to you telepathically?
She just nods, like really, like, oh yeah.
Doc connects with Mind Link and he just goes, do you know what the date?
Let me make sure I have it.
That's right, we have a calendar now. You can't just give us.
You better not make any mistakes with this telling us the date, or else you'll have to live with the consequences.
You know, this is the first time we're
Gross,
saying the
Mr.
date out loud.
Electric
We've
will
been
kill you.
for those of you at home, who I imagine are very excited about this, the moment because this is the first time it's been mentioned. We have been somewhat tracking the date for a solid chunk of time now. So, you connect in the brain. You ask what the date is. And I really don't want to fuck this up.
Uh-oh.
Disconnects.
But you do. No.
Broom.
Girder responds back to you that it is the 6th of Thimblewren.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Yeah, I just checked my iPhone. That checks out.
I thought you said it was today.
What do you mean?
I thought you said that the date I had was today, which is the 8th.
You are lying because I have it here in the sheet that I have shown to you several times before as 6.
All right. I'm looking at my Hickory and Doc note that says 8th.
Well, you clearly didn't correct me the several times I wrote 6 here.
Fuck. All right, we're going with yours.
Okay.
Subtract 2 days. Subtract 2
Yep.
long rests from yourself.
Doc's just sitting there for a second looking at it. Looking at the astrolabe and just kind of like staring at it as it kind of whirs around to like do all of its normal mechanical things, and he just goes, "We forgot, Hick."
Hick's just like, oh, we've been busy.
Happy 27th.
Does it even count?
Don't know. But man, we made it another.
I'm stuck sharing another birthday with you.
Better than not, I guess. Better not having one at all.
That's fair. Happy birthday, Doc.
Happy birthday, Hick. And he just kind of just pings back into Girder and just goes, "Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. You have a lovely voice, by the way. It's very. That's right. It's
There's
almost
like
robotic.
nothing. There's
Yeah.
it's super monotone.
Yeah. And
It's
she goes,
it's more thought in words than it is voice.
Yeah. He just goes, Thank you. And
It's
kind of
like, are you all right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I like your armor. It's really pretty.
Thank you. The Westwood made it for me.
Oh, they make the prettiest things.
They really do.
And then you go back to your stargazing.
Yeah. They just kind of... Yeah, I mean, at this point, most of the day is gone, and it's not like it matters much anyway. But it's a little moment for them, and especially, given what Doc had with Ice Home and everything, and being able to see that again, it's just that kind of moment of, I guess we're here. We made it again.
Yep. Just quiet. You enjoy the late sunset, early evening light. And then as you're sort of like looking out at the stars, you look forward And as the kids are down, trying to still look at the ocean and look forward, Dolus is wherever he is. You all see the light of the city of Fort Dawn on the horizon.
Oh boy.
A glimmering beacon. It's all lit up. The water's really calm and still and cold, so it's very reflective. You have almost this like warbling torch effect of the light out in the distance. Someone blows the bosun whistle and everybody starts getting all set up for arrival. Just the moment the whistle goes off, everybody in the ship, wherever they are, just picks up from whatever they were doing and starts getting set up.
Doc kind of meanders down from the helm to the kids.
Hi.
Hey.
Look, you can see light.
Lotus just tapping the glass.
That way.
Oh, the fingerprints. Oh,
Another
okay,
finger
it's
on
like
the
a
glass. That
frosty
way.
glass anyway.
Yeah.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Oh, we can write on it. Look.
Oh.
Oh no.
You said frosty glass, right?
It's frosty in the sense that it's a somewhat like it's not perfectly translucent, not as in there's frost on it.
Can we draw on it?
It with smudges, yeah. But it's like I said, it's not frost. The glass is just not perfectly clear.
Right there.
God, the sound.
We didn't see any fish.
Right around the time you say that, the ship descends and hits the water, and the water just boosh out to either side of the ship. It's a very cinematic moment as it like wraps around the glass bottom. As the
And you just
bubbles
see
clear.
infinite sharks.
Oh god!
Infinite.
You see a sea serpent. Cryo has a heart attack. Starlost Seas is over. You just see the deep dark black of the ocean at night.
Oh, that's better.
Local
That's
man
better.
realizes the consequences of his actions.
Hush.
You know.
Can you do the yeah.
Turns on.
Hush turns on the high beams, some of which does still reflect back as discussed previously.
He goes,
But-
he puts his face up against the glass.
Okay.
Puts his face
There are
against
some
the glass.
fish. There are some schools of like small fish nearby that are like coming in towards the light, and then as Hush is like, oh, and looks directly at them, they like dart away.
No, come back.
I can't look at them or they get mad at me.
What? No.
This is a curse.
Eventually, as you guys get closer, and with his like high beams penetrating down into the water, you guys almost miss the like light of Fort Dawn that starts to like eke in from above until eventually you guys can see the bottom of the harbor, maybe like 175 feet below you. You can barely make it out. The pitch black darkness becomes a deep gray, and you see weird oblong shapes of rocks and wood sunk far deep below, but no detail can be made out. But you can definitely tell there is a bottom down there now.
Do you think we can see dead bodies?
Oh my
I don't
god!
know. I was thinking that too.
Oh my god!
You have the
Your children!
We killed somebody the other day.
Yeah.
We killed him like
And-
hella killed him. Like the cleanest kill.
So,
The real murder hobos were the children we adopted along the way.
the ship pulls into the harbor. And you all, oh, there he goes.
I died.
Doc drowns. We
The
found
ship pulls
dead
into the
body.
harbor, and Doc just phases through the ship like he ceases to be. No. You pull in, everybody's getting all set up, and Alina uses the link that it has been somewhat connected to her this whole time from Hush. Contacts Hush and is just like, Delilah gave me a place. We gotta go.
Oh. There's a place Delilah Delilah gave Alina a
start
place. Let's
again.
go.
Wait.
We gotta go.
Start over from the
Wait.
top.
Alina.
gave Delilah a place. No.
I'm
Let's
sorry,
go. Let's go. Let's go.
Just like
Okay.
Everybody in the ship who's connected to Hush is just like.
Dolus, wherever he is, just like, why did he start over? I got it the first time.
You all meet up with.
Pull my
Alina at the
face
top.
off the glass and go that way.
Yeah. Your face comes off with like a.
Okay, go.
Lotus, you like glance back at where his face was stuck, and there's just like a
A Hush
moisture, like a moist, squished face print against the glass.
Oh, he's got the slime on there.
My man, sticky. Yeah, you head back up. All of you meet up with Alina at the bottom of the gangplank. The birds donning their disguises. Alina's like, all right, okay, we have to go. You like look up the harbor for Fort Dawn. Has sort of two sections. There is the section that's accompanied by beach, and then the further south you go, and the cliffs sort of rise up. There is a section that is dominated by like scaffolding and structures. You guys sort of recognize this view, but you saw it from the other direction when you were up on top of the cliffs at the safe house. Dolus and Doc, you don't recognize it, but Hush and Lotus do. So you guys have an idea of where you are relative to where you were before, which is up to your right someplace. And Alina's like, we're supposed to go to the south end of the docks, and there will be a grate. And she said, the little sewer rat friend will know what to do.
Are you the
I'm
sewer
sorry.
rat friend, Hush?
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, you guys weren't here. I let them through the tunnels down there.
Oh.
Like, as a rat? Or.
No. It's funny. I think that one of the first questions I asked Mara is if you could become a rat.
I remember that.
No, I'm not a rat, but I can go down the grate and I can lead you through. With
The
these,
first
turns on the eyes.
Ah!
Turn them off.
I squish Hush's cheek. I did this when I met Hush for the first time.
Okay. Like,
Yeah.
as your first interaction?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you do that?
Why are you
I don't know.
doing it?
Stop doing it. He doesn't like it.
He's sticky.
Yeah.
I like that Crow treated it like his face was getting pulled, despite the fact that it would have no effect on his psychic voice.
I mean,
It's all a
like,
matter
I
of
can't,
mentality.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm getting my face pulled, I can't talk normal.
So you all
Start talking normal.
proceed as you were instructed to. And you sort of follow along. Can one of you make a stealth check for me?
Oh, God. Hush.
Hi, can I do it?
Yeah.
Sweet. Advantage on these.
Good, the DC is 30.
Good.
Cool.
Only one of you could succeed.
Cool. I rolled a
The choice was why.
30 on the fucking dot.
What are the odds?
Meets beast.
Sit very high with Hush. Yeah. You guys, Hush, you're sort of like perusing around, taking sort of windy ways through to make sure everything is hunky dory and you're not quite followed. And eventually you get to the edge of a harbor, and you know where this grate is, so you immediately you get to the edge and you basically just keep walking and just whoop off and just boom, and you guys all have a moment of because you expect Hush to get smashed up against the rocks beneath you. And as you all lean over the harbor, there's just a big tube, a big stone tube for a storm drain outlet that Hush is standing on top of.
Come on.
Okay.
Alina really calmly like raises the edges of her dress and just like hops down.
Just float in.
Doc eventually goes last. Hush opens up the grate, and you all enter the Fort Dawn sewers yet again.
Hell yeah.
I like
Burned
being here.
on only by Hush's headlights.
I like being here.
And Lena's like, she said we were going to the big safe house, not the other one.
Do I know where that is?
You do.
Cool. I know where that is.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
I don't know why I was really expecting like
No.
the big safe house. Do I know where that is? Yeah.
No.
I don't know where that is.
I don't know where that is. But come on.
You guys proceed to walk for a while. These are like twisting tunnels, and you have to go upwards several hundred feet because you entered at like the base of the cliffs, and you have to walk throughout this whole city. The tunnels are in sort of a semicircular thing.
Beaming the entire time. He's really happy to be back down here.
Hush is just really vibing. Every now and then you walk by pockets of just gross smelling air. There's always a splat to your feet no matter where you go. There's nowhere that's like perfectly dry. Luckily they're all designed pretty tall, so at no point do you have to duck. Yes.
At a point, he'd put up his hands like, wait, hold up.
What?
That rat over there.
What about him?
I named him. I recognize him.
You have a pet rat?
No, he doesn't
You
like
all
me,
turn.
but I named him.
No, he doesn't like me.
You all turn, and there is in fact just a rat that is sitting there like frozen in the blinders of Hush turning his eyeballs towards it.
That's
Mara, is
Gilgamesh.
that you?
That's what?
That's Gilgamax.
It just scuttles away down the tunnel.
Oh, that's just a joke he does.
Oh.
Doc just internally is like, Hush is such a sad fucking kid.
Dolus continues walking, one hand on his crossbow.
Dolus fucking Old West, ready to fire his way through the tunnels. Dolus, you absolutely shoot a few rats as you go. You definitely encounter a few that are like running away, and you just the big iron on his hip.
You see Donald?
No, Bottle! No!
Bottle?
Bottle!
So you have Gilgamax and Bottle?
You killed Bottle!
You're gonna grab one of the dead ones, or are you gonna try and grab one before Dolus shoots it?
Gonna grab one that is alive.
Not for long.
I want both of you to play rollies against each other to see
Let's
who wins.
re-traumatize Lotus.
Well, if she grabs one, I'm not gonna shoot it.
Well, yeah, but it's whether she can grab it before you shoot it.
Oh, okay.
That's why you're playing rollies.
You win.
I rolled a 5.
I also rolled a 5.
Oh shit.
All right, we'll go again.
So as Lotus makes contact with it, it just gets shot.
I also rolled a 3.
Oh my god!
It's like they're siblings.
Go again. You tie again. I'm going.
4.
12.
All right. A few times, Lotus sees a rat and like neuron activates, and then before she can make motion, Dolus shoots it, and she just immediately like unfocuses and goes back to walking. And then finally, she spots one just on the very edge of Hush's light. And Dolus, as you're like scanning a corner you guys are passing and turn to look forward, you just catch her in a blur, just boom.
You got Cup!
What?
So okay, so we
Holding this rat is.
you got
Wait.
Gilgamax and then a bunch of normal things.
That's Cup. Bottle's dead over there.
I like raise
Stop.
there's like a
Like
motion
the-
of me raising my crossbow, but as I noticed Lois holding it, I remember. And I put my crossbow away.
It's just like kicking and wriggling in your hands, Lotus.
Wait, turn him around. Does he have a scar on the top of his head that looks like a cross?
He does not.
Uh-oh.
That's Antichrist.
That's Jimmy. Drop him, Jimmy bites!
He does bite. He bites with a natural 20.
He takes
you
a finger.
3 points of piercing damage. That's 1 below max.
Hey, be nice. I flick him.
Roll for rabies.
No, she's immune to disease. Otherwise, she
Oh,
would.
that's true.
Be nice.
Lotus, put the rat down. It's feral.
I've already
No.
tried to communicate with him. He's not
Lotus,
nice.
stop.
You're like holding it by the back, and it's like just.
Lotus,
Wait. It bit me.
what?
Can I be mean to it?
No, we'll put it down.
What the fuck?
Just let it go.
No, Jimmy has a family. Don't.
Oh, you have a family? Is it a good family?
Crunch.
Lotus, put the rat down.
I don't know how to judge that.
I'll put him down.
As long as we don't run into. We fine.
Oh, if you shoot it as soon as
No,
she
I
puts it
won't.
down.
I know that her perceptive abilities are high enough to know if I shoot that rat.
The rat gets put down and just darts off into a random grate nearby. The rest of your journey goes ratless.
Wait, hold on. As the rat runs away, I just watch it, and as soon as it's like at the edge of our vision,
Toss a grenade down the hole.
No, I told the dead it.
You what?
I told the dead it.
These are Hush's friends. Leave them alone.
Oh my god, it failed so hard.
Leave them alone.
Do I roll for damage?
No, don't roll damage. Your plus bonus kills it already. It's a rat.
There's no plus to Toll of the Dead.
Oh, how many D's is it?
2d8s.
Roll damage, I guess. There's a chance you rolled
4,
minimum.
4, 8.
It's dead. It was dead on the first one. Yeah, it has 4 health. Yeah, so he literally, this rat runs down this corner. He's about to vanish in the shadows, and then just in its mind, just and just skids to a stomp. The rest of the journey is ratless. They have been thoroughly scared away by Dolus, Hush, and now Lotus and her grippers.
Hush,
Grippers.
as we're walking, Hush is explaining lore of the rats down here.
Okay, what's the more?
Hush explains his hierarchy of rats, and eventually,
There's the one. He's kind of nice.
at about 40, after about 30 minutes from the rats onward, you guys
There's a
reach
rat king.
a ladder. And Hush, this is the ladder.
Oh. I think we're. I haven't been down in here in a little bit, but this is it. I think so. Do you want me to go first? I'll go first to check it out, make sure that there's nothing crazy going on.
All right.
I'm gonna stealth up and look up.
You stealth
One
up?
sec. Oh wait, yeah.
Oh, I mean, if you peek up, that's fine. Make a stealth check.
Oh, well, I'm gonna do the. Yeah, I'm gonna knock 3 times.
Okay. Hush, you
1,
do
2,
3
3.
knocks. You immediately
Then
hear
wait a
some
second.
scuffling above you. You wait. You knock again. And then there's the sound of hooks sinking into this manhole, and it pulls up. And there are just immediately 4 crossbows all aimed down at you. And they all pull away as they look down and see you.
We're okay. Come on.
All right, shit.
Okay.
Oh,
Start climbing your way up out of this hole into this safe house. And Twink, in the corner of this warehouse, as you are sitting doing your prep, a bunch of guards do a little commotion around a manhole cover. And then it lifts up, and Hush climbs out. With a distinct smell.
Do I see Twink?
Yeah, you see Twink. You see the warehouse that is currently full of about 25 different soldiers milling about here and there.
He
This
gets
is
up.
this is a much bigger space than the last. You guys are in a warehouse, an empty warehouse, as you guys climb out. Each of you, as you climb out and sort of take it in, you see Twink. There are lamps and stuff lit, and Twink is sitting on a crate across from you all.
Yo.
Hi.
Hi, Twink.
It's been so long.
It's been like 3 days.
It's been so long.
It's been like 4 days, actually. It's still pretty long, considering how long we've known each other.
And they have a short life, so that's like a lot of days.
Mm-hmm.
Just
All
the
right.
people I needed to see.
So what are we doing?
Nothing.
Oh, Lorelai told us to ask you about our money.
I don't have it.
Douglas, he says he doesn't have it.
Why
She meant how we're splitting
why?
Jump cut to Lorelai laying on a bed of gold.
She meant how we're splitting it.
Oh. Yeah, so we'll all get 1,000 gold each.
Sick. I guess we'll deal with that after.
That's too much.
What have you been up to, Twink?
Oh, we've been, scheming.
That's the latest.
Very
on the
good
scheme.
schemes.
Oh,
Matthias!
You guys, yeah. No, you turn, and out of like some shadows near some crates steps out Matthias wearing Fort Dawn soldier armor.
Hug. Immediate hug.
Hello! Oh, you like come and just hug his leg, and Lotus hugs him around the waist, and he's like, "That is fair. It's fair. It's good to see you."
Do you still have the crown? The little crown?
He pulls it out with like a little pouch.
You told me to not lose it.
You didn't lose it. Okay.
So I do
I'm
not
glad to
lose-
see you, Matthias.
It's good to see you too. How was journey, expedition, excursion? Twink, tell me much. You met Lord Drenus, eh?
Sure did.
Ah, how is old bastard doing?
Really well, actually. His daughter-in-law
Arthur?
is pregnant.
Yes, Rose. No, baby along anytime. Little girl. They call her Little Beauty or something. I do not know.
They have good
Yeah,
lemon
Kordak
balls.
kidnapped her.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we got her back.
Ah, that is favor you do for Drenus.
Yeah.
Turns to Twig, and he's like, "You just tell me you do favor for Drenus. You not tell me Rose kidnapped."
Wasn't important.
I like Rose.
Right. No longer kidnapped. Didn't need to tell you. Now you worry for no reason. You feel these emotions after everything's already taken care
I
of.
feel anger. I'm quite angry at Kordak now.
We do have some information about the people who captured her, though.
Da.
Some of them, they appeared like they were from the Westwood, or at the very least were stocked up using their stuff. And
Strange.
Rose said that somebody in almost all black leather came into the room and seemed to be talking to himself or talking to somebody else, almost like through sending, but
half elf.
yeah, half elf.
We'll confer with Delilah. See if anything can be done. She and I will be meeting one more time tonight before tomorrow.
Right.
Oh, Matthias.
Da.
I don't know if you know anything about this. Mine and Delilah's connections have been cut off.
She tell me. Twink tell me also, but I do not know the reason.
You don't know? Oh. Okay.
I have been traveling myself, trying to see state of things and gather resources. A few of the lords on my side know I am alive now, the more trustworthy ones. They are going to help us. I will be going in under cover as one of Lady Bellon's soldiers.
Do you have like a disguise name?
No, I am just soldier.
Not like you didn't like make up a name?
No.
Your name should be Bottle because somebody's not using it right now. Looks over at Dolus.
Dola is just like not even doesn't register at all. He just, like scratch inside his face.
I'm going to walk away from whatever this is now.
Yeah, me too.
Drenus doesn't know you're alive, but he's willing to align with whatever candidate we put up to take the throne from Kordak.
Very good. And, Twink tell me you get good in with Lord Palo.
Yeah. He doesn't necessarily understand the depth at which we might cash in the favor that he says he owes us, but we have at least a fair reputation with him now.
Small bird.
I'm confused. I actually don't know what we're doing.
Twink, would you like to tell them?
So coronation happens. Matthias challenges Kordak. We run interference while he beats Kordak and prevent any, outside people from helping.
So, is it like when we had the whole thing with Delilah and we like kaboom kaboom and we just
No,
like,
No, that was a diversion. That's not the same thing.
You will be in Cathedral with me tomorrow. I will sneak in with Lady Bellon. You will be snuck in other ways. Delilah has talked with Twink. And when the time comes for me to challenge Kordak, Delilah will find his backup, and you will handle backup while I take my throne back, to say it in the nicest way.
okay.
So we're fighting people.
I have to beat Kordak in combat, by rules of war. Even if he has people who are helping him. If I were to get people to help me, it is also cheating. Neither of us would get a title of king by technical.
But if you didn't die, you didn't lose.
It is to death or to yield. My leaving is yield.
Fair enough.
So
Delilah, tell me, Genie?
Yeah, possibly a fire genie. It
I
would make sense given what you told
Almost
us.
definitely a fire genie.
Yeah, we were definitely tracked down by a fire being that we assume is a genie.
And I was set on fire in fight with Kordak for
Yeah.
this track.
I wonder if he'll even be here. Mara said that he would go and take care of that, didn't he?
We don't know what other backup Kordak has.
We also don't know that Mara even found what he was looking for.
We should have been sending things to
Hush,
Mara.
can you ask Mara if what's his status?
Okay.
Oh boy.
Go and
You send a message?
yeah, I'm gonna send a message tomorrow.
What do you say?
Hi.
Great.
Hi. Checking in. Did you find what you needed to? Did you achieve what you needed to? Are you safe? Where are you? Hush.
You get back. Don't worry. I'm better than ever. I got this. Trust me.
That's creepy.
That's it.
Can't tell if normal Mara random bullshit or if he's been brainwashed.
Yep.
Could be
It sounds like normal Mara bullshit.
Okay. Okay.
He seemed fine. He said to not worry and that he's got this and that he feels okay. He didn't really ask. I mean, he didn't tell me where he was. I asked him where he was. He
That
said,
sounds like Mara, though.
trust him. Hope he's okay.
Well, he did say that he would come back. So, he'll be back. He'll be okay.
Okay. Matthias is like going to go run over everything with my men again. You will rest, kick up feet, enjoy finer things in life. He like gestures at like the hay and crates that are just strewn about, and turns and walks off. I have a question. Very important question.
What's up?
Which of you is the first to step closer to Twink?
I mean, probably Doc, because he was kind of asking the more assertive questions.
Yeah. So like Matthias turns to leave and you like turn back to Twink and you take another step closer, and you immediately, as you take a step closer, from shadows like right next to this crate, you hear a
Twink.
a big fucking cat pawing its way out. I say big fucking cat. It comes up to like your abdomen. So it's like the size of a wolf.
It's a big cat.
I mean, it's a big cat, but I don't want you to think it's like the size of you or something.
Doc just kind of like covers up Aldrich as much as he can. Like he pulls his shield up and everything.
You like cover Aldrich entirely with your shield, and the top of his head just looks out at the cat.
What is that?
It like pads around and basically blocks off the path from you to Twink.
We're
No.
friendly?
Lyra, it's okay. It's okay.
Lyra.
Just sits immediately.
Wait,
These
wait,
are
wait.
our friends.
I'm like, mask.
You have a cat, and I can't have a frog.
Twink, what is this?
This is Lyra. Lyra, say hello.
The tail's like flicking really aggressively, and the cat's just squinted at you, and it's just. And it does a little growl in its throat, and you see this collar attached to this sort of saddle thing that this creature is wearing. There's like a little orb with a runestone in the center of it that sort of shimmers, and you just hear a very smooth voice just, "Hello."
Oh,
whoa,
you taught it how to talk?
You can talk better than I can.
I mean, I didn't teach it. It's just it knows things.
I love that Doc saw the magical collar activate, and then he still went, "You taught
Well,
it?"
that's kind of what he means. He's just like that.
You can.
Is that what
you can give it?
Is that what the polishing and
I would kindly like you to not insult my intelligence by thinking he had to teach me.
I'm
you can
sorry.
make things that help you talk.
Master Twink, are you certain I should not eat them?
No, yeah, definitely not these ones specifically. There's others we can talk about.
hi.
If you say so.
And she just immediately starts like licking her paw and cleaning herself.
Hi, my name is Lotus.
She's gonna want to pet you. Is that okay?
A pity, yes.
Can I pet her too? Can I pet her too? Twink, please.
That one also wants to pet you. Is that okay?
Why does that one smell like fish?
I don't know.
Twink,
If he
Twink.
cleans himself first. And she just goes back. You just presto yourself
Presto,
clear.
I smell like fucking butterscotch.
hates that smelling.
Yeah.
She hates butterscotch.
All right, kids, you go play with Lyra.
Leroy,
okay.
Leroy, wait.
Yes.
I can't connect to Lyra's. We don't share our language. Hold up the ball. Can you ask Lyra if she'll play fetch?
Do you want to play fetch?
How droll.
I don't know what that means.
Fine. She pads off towards like an empty part of the warehouse.
Hush.
Throws the ball.
Twink.
Hmm.
Where did you
I also
get
fetch.
that?
Oh, how about this back in Valorfall? No, wait. Yeah.
What?
One of those cities.
When?
Why?
One of the nights we were there.
Why did you buy a cat?
Because the kids are always running off, and so the cat can follow them.
Oh.
You know, that's a fair point. Did you
Yeah,
buy
no,
anything
that's-
else cool?
Yeah. Where's the fucking... Where the fuck did you go?
I'm up here.
Oh, come here.
A fox with wings flutters down from a higher crate and just lands next to Twink.
Oh, yeah, no, you kind of keep to yourself. What was your name again? You have a name. I remember.
It does have a name, and I have it. Hang on. Definitely have it here. Don't mind me. I'm looking for the cat and the fox. What is the fox name?
Ring, ding, 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 ding.
That's a very
Could
weird
you
name.
imagine that was the name?
Yeah, that was just it.
Yes, my name is Ring Ding 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 Ding. And y'all thought my name.
At least it wasn't pow, 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 pow.
Or
That's such a dumb song.
I don't think the fox did have a name.
Give
Well,
him
I
one.
didn't give it one, so
Give it a name. Bottle.
it's not bottle.
Someone's not using it right now.
Across the names, since I've already said what your name was.
Fart storm.
Give him a name.
I will leave this campaign if you name it that.
I don't think I'm gonna. No offense, Crow, but also full offense, Crow. I don't think I'm gonna name it Bart.
It's okay, Cryo. I do take full offense to that.
Good.
But
I
Good,
don't
that's
think
why I
he
said full
was.
offense.
Yeah, I don't think he was worried about it.
do take absolute offense to this.
If it had a name, no one wrote it down because I checked all of our notes, mine included.
Great.
Good.
Name it.
All right. Its name is
It's another
Umbri. What?
Is what?
Three?
Umbri.
Umbri.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. This is Umbri. You guys can't talk to this one.
I can't.
Why
Wait,
not?
wait. I activate my mask.
You activate your mask.
You're gone.
Yeah.
You went and played fetch.
Yeah, wait, yeah.
we're
you-
in the.
I can
Yeah,
see.
We're in the area.
You went and played fetch.
I have 22 passive perception.
Yeah, 20 perception. To be fair, yeah, 22 perception totally sees the fox with wings. Immediately just boom back.
Wait. I get the enchantment going at some point for this
So the
mask.
enchantment lets you cast the spell Animal Friendship, which lets you convince a beast that you mean no harm.
Oh, I thought it was speak to animals.
No.
No.
If that's the case, then I wouldn't. I would still be like touching the mask because it's like some sort of animal thing.
Okay.
Yeah, anyways, this is Umbri. I got him too.
Hi.
I love them. Like,
None of you understand this. Fox is just like, how's everyone today? I'm the translator, but not anymore because now it can talk.
So it's just making random noises.
It's just making little fox noises at all of you.
They can't hear you.
Does that mean I shouldn't talk?
I mean, you can say whatever you want. Do you want me to make you one of those things later so you can talk too?
So it wouldn't hurt.
can I Okay.
Can she hold you?
Is she gonna eat me?
No. You're not gonna eat it, are you?
Look at the way she's pawing.
Lotus, you're not gonna eat him, are you?
No, why would I?
Okay, yeah, no, here you go.
Whoom into your arms like out of Twinks.
Hi.
Doc kind of looks
Anyways.
at Aldrich and it's like, can you talk to wait a minute. Why have I never asked this? Can you talk to animals?
I'm an owl. Of course I can talk to animals.
Can you talk to that?
It's an animal.
Oh, we say hello.
Just owl screech. The fox just kind of like ears go back for a second, then pick up, and then just little fox like cackles back. And then Archibald.
Whoa!
Aldrich.
It sit there and it's like ring ding 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 ding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
while Archibald in the corner of the room, Twink's like, I also picked up this one on
Yeah, yeah. This one.
Hi everyone, I'm traumatized.
Hi, Aldrich. Hey, Archibald.
Yeah. Aldrich just like takes a moment after all the fox chittering and is just like, they say hello.
Oh, that's a lot of words for hello.
Oh, well, I mean, it was sort of just a general greeting. Also, it's not a one-to-one sort of conversation. I am not a fox.
That's
I
a fair
mean,
point.
I'm a fox, but that's more in my faith form. You can see it in my form.
Even Doc is just like trying not to crack up. He's like, God damn it. God damn it.
Lotus, she can take Homebrew with you to go play with Lyra, okay?
Okay.
All right.
That's just good.
Plaques
Don't strangle him to death, please.
Okay.
Okay. I need more ball. Give me another ball. There's so many animals.
The kids play with the pets. The rest of you take a moment to reconvene. You all will be able to get a long rest here in this warehouse
Didn't burn.
before the events of the next day. Any specific conversations you want to have before bed?
I mean,
I would like
Doc-
to cuddle with the pets.
That is fine.
Yes!
I was gonna say the same. I want Lyra.
The kids and the cat form a cuddle pile in one corner instead of taking a hammock.
Cuddle.
Let's go.
Dolus, I imagine you take the nearest hammock to them rather than joining them.
Yeah.
You wake up the next day smelling like animal.
Oh, you're definitely gonna wake up the next day smelling like hay and animal.
Oh no.
Doc
What
kind
would I
of
ever do?
takes a moment to break down with Twink as much of the plan as he knows,
Just
or
starts
as
crying.
much of the plan as Twink is willing to give. Yeah, and so he did, like Doc's
Yeah,
just like,
okay.
Which is none.
Yeah.
None
We'll
of the
we'll go over the plan again. Everybody will get all the details of the plan spoken well and out and truly next time on Starlost Seas.
ah,
Oh.
Ah.
But for now,
ah.
until next time, until the coronation bells toll, till the sun shines on Fort Dawn yet again.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Super real, baby. Let's go.
How
It
bad
was
is
a
it?
clap noise, but you
Oh,
didn't.
dude, you clapped, and then that was it.
And for now,
Until the sun shines on Fort Dawn.
We'll see you all next week. Check out our Ko-fi.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.